Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. If you are returning, thank you so much for spending time with me. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and I am happy to have you here as well. Today I'm participating in my original collaboration group, and this month's theme is Egg-Cited, Egg-Cited for Easter. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use some cardboard and this yarn and jute twine from Dollar Tree, and then I'm going to use one of these mason jars to trace out a couple of circles. That is going to be my bunny heads. And then once I had those traced out, I'm going to hand draw an ear. And then I cut them all out, and then I cut out 4 ears. I used that ear that I drew as a template. And then I just start by putting a dab of hot glue in the middle of one of those circles, and I'm taking the yarn and I am just hot gluing that in the round on that round piece, if that makes sense. But just look and see what I'm doing and you'll get the hint. And I just go all the way around, including the edge to cover the edge of the cardboard. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing with the twine. And you could do this with rope. My daughter-in-law sent me a picture of this from Facebook that someone had done, and they had used rope. It was really pretty. I didn't have rope, so I'm just using what I had. So I'm taking this ribbon here now, and I got this from Walmart because I couldn't find the Dollar Tree one. And I'm just hot gluing it to the middle of the ear. And then I am taking the jute twine and I am going to hot glue all the way around the edge of that ear. And then I work my way through the middle or through the top part of it until I reached the edges of the lace there. So that way it covers all of the cardboard, and you don't see any of that, and then it just kind of covers part of the lace. Then I take some of this vinyl that I brought from home. It's from Dollar Tree, and I am trimming this down to fit inside the middle part of that ear. And then I'm gonna I make 2 of those, and then I'm going to adhere them to the ears. And then I'm going to add the yarn. I'm going to do the exact same thing with the yarn that I did with the jute twine. I'm going to just wrap it around the edges and then just work my way towards the middle. I think the yarn I only had to wrap 2 or 3 times. The twine was a little bit more because it was a lot thinner than this yarn is. So once I got that done, I did, of course, both ears, and then I'm going to take those ears and I'm going to hot glue them to the bunny heads like you see there. And then after I have that one done, I'm going to take some more of that lace ribbon and I'm just going to make a little tie, just a simple bow tie, like you would tie a shoe. And then I'm just going to angle the tails instead of dovetailing. I'm just doing an angle cut, and then I'm just going to hot glue it right there by the ear. And then after that, I'm going to take some of these little roses I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to hot glue them right underneath that bow. And this is my little female bunny. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the male bunny, the white one, but I'm going to use jute string and I'm going to wrap it around my hand. I think I did either 6 or 8 times. And then I take another piece of that jute twine and I'm just going to wrap it around the middle and make a bow. So we're going to have a little bit of a bow tie with this. I would have loved to use black gingham ribbon, but I don't have any. So I decided to make the little bow tie there. So after that, I took these 2 shelves, you get them from Dollar Tree, and some paper I got from JOANN'S and one I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to trace the shelf out. I'm going to trace it one for each paper. And then I'm going to spray my spray adhesive from Elmer's here, and I am going to adhere the paper to those shelves. And I love that spray adhesive, guys. It is wonderful. After I got done with that, then I'm just going to hot glue each bunny head on each one. So the flowers has the girl, and then that was the most masculine looking paper I had. So I'm using that one for my boy bunny. Then I'm just going to take some jute twine, and I am going to make a hanger in the back of each one. Now, I really wanted to make a shelf setter, but I couldn't find any tumbling tower blocks here. So this is going to have a hanger, but if she wants to lean it on something, she will be able to. And this is for my daughter-in-law. All of these projects are actually for my daughter-in-law. So there they are. I think they're really cute. I might have to go, when I go back home, I might have to make me some because I just think they're adorable. You have to let me know what you think about these in the comment box below. Okay, so today's challenge is called the Egg-Cited for Easter challenge, and it is hosted by my friend Krista with Krista's Crafty Life. And this month's co-host is Janice with Craftastic DIYs. They are both amazing crafters. If you have not subscribed to them, please go to their channels and subscribe, and then watch the playlist for all of these amazing and wonderful ladies to see what they all created for you. I will have links to all of them in my description box below. So here's DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I'm going to take some clothespins, this box, my Harvest Pumpkin, paint, and some moss and some greenery from those floral picks. So I start off by taking the little metal piece off of these clothespins, and yes, I will save them and use them for a DIY sometime. And then I am just going to hot glue them together. So I'm going to take the more straight edge and just hot glue 2 of them together like you see there. And then once I have 3 of these hot glued together, then I am going to start making them hot glue them together. So here I'm taking the 2 edges, sides, I don't know, just like you see there, and I'm hot gluing them together. Then I'm going to take the 3rd one and I'm going to hot glue it to the top of this too. And I do that with each one. I made 5 carrots, so I used, I believe, 15 of the clothespins, and then I painted them with that Harvest Orange. Then while those were drying, I painted this crate with my white, and then I am taking my burnt umber, and I am just going to do some dry brushing all around the sides as well as the middle and the bottom. If you're new here, I just want to say welcome. I am so glad you are here today. If you like home decor on a budget, thrift flips, holiday decor, gift ideas, then I encourage you to hit that subscribe button, become part of our family, and then let me know you're here. I'd love to get to know you. So after that, I took some of this floral foam, I hot glued it to the bottom, and then I took some more of my burnt umber, and I'm just going to do some dry brushing all around the carrots, because you know when carrots come out of the ground, they are not clean. And so I just thought, okay, we need to just dirty these up a little bit. So I went and did that to all of the carrots. After that, I took some of this greenery off of my, I don't know what kind of flowers those were, but it was one of the picks that I had bought here at the Dollar Tree. So I am just going to cut them down and then hot glue them to the top of the carrots. Now, it was kind of hard getting them to want to stay. So I took some of the Spanish moss there and just kind of wrapped it around and stuck it into that hot glue. And that really helped keep those little carrot tops, I guess you could call them, in place. And I do this to all of the carrots. And then once I had them all done, I just used a little hot glue on the bottom of them, stuck them in, and then I filled it up with that moss. Then after that, after I made that huge mess, I took my twine and I'm just wrapping it around the crate a couple of times, and I am going to tie a bow. I would have loved to put a sign that said carrot patch or something like that, but unfortunately I don't have the supplies for it here. So then after that, I am done. So there it is. There is DIY number 2. You'll have to let me know what you think about this one, or if you think you might recreate it yourself. Okay, if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find the links to my social media accounts in my link tree in the description box below, as well as links to other sites that I have. And here's DIY number 3. So this DIY, my daughter-in-law also sent me a picture from Facebook of something very similar. So I thought, okay, I have some of this stuff that's similar. I'll see what I can do with it. So I started with this egg wood piece I got from Dollar Tree, those egg pecks from Dollar Tree, the wire wreath. Actually, everything is from Dollar Tree. This whole project is from Dollar Tree, you guys. I can't believe it. So I'm going to start by taking the eggs off the picks there. And then after I get all those eggs off, I am going to take my wreath form and I am going to trace this on that egg. Sorry for the camera movement. My son's dogs constantly bumping into my chair. They're pushing it. I have my phone holder on this chair and they come to lay by me and they push it away. So it's chaos over here. So then I just took some hot glue and I am just putting this moss I go about probably 2/3 of the way up and just add this moss all the way or around this egg part. So if you don't know, I am not at my home right now. My son was diagnosed a few weeks ago with leukemia. So I am in Oregon helping my daughter-in-law, my grandsons, just kind of helping with the household while he is in the hospital. I thank all of you guys for all of your prayers. I really do appreciate it. He's having a heck of a time, but we have hope. The doctor says there's a very high recovery rate. So we know that he's going to pull through this. It's just going to take a little bit of hard work. So thank you all for your prayers. We really do appreciate it. So as you saw there, I did hot glue those eggs all along that moss, and then I just decided it needed a haircut, and this really makes a big difference, you guys. Trimming that all up made it look so much better. So then I took this wreath form and I am going to hot glue this to the eggs. Now, I would suggest using maybe super glue or something like that. We all know that hot glue and metal don't really like each other, but this is what I had. So I am just trying to hold it in place for a while, hoping that it stays connected. So after that, I took some of these roses that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to take quite a few of these picks off of there, and I'm going to use them on the top. And I'm sorry I'm showing you so much of this. I didn't realize I guess that's what happens when you watch TV and you edit your video. You don't really pay attention. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to take these flowers and I'm just going to use a zip tie to secure them to this wreath form. And I love using this zip tie. It was so nice and easy. And once I have that all done, then I am going to take this ribbon from Dollar Tree and I'm just making the usual Brenda bow where I make the awareness ribbon sign and then scrunch up the middle, and then I'm going to use some jute string to tie it to hold it in place. And then after I have that tied, I am going to wrap it around a little bit, a few times, and then tie a knot in it again in the back. And then trim those off. And then I'm going to dovetail the ends of the ribbon, and then I am going to use another zip tie instead of hot glue. I'm going to use another zip tie. I'm going to just push it right underneath that twine, and I am going to use that to adhere to the wreath form. There's like a bar in the middle there, and it just fit right around it perfectly. And then I realized, oops, I have the zip tie backwards. So I had to flip it around and then I got it in there. And then after I have this in there, I realized you could still see the zip tie that was holding the flowers. So I'm going to take a few of those little roses that are on those flowers there. And I'm going to just hot glue them right over where that zip tie is showing so that you cannot see it. And then once I am done with that, I decided something else, I needed to do something on the top. So I am just taking a few of these picks from that bush of flowers, and I'm just hot gluing them on the top just to kind of help cover that white egg a little bit more. It just looked bare. And then once I am done with that, I can't remember what I do, you guys. What do I do? Oh, I know. Okay, so they have these really cute little bunny bottoms at Dollar Tree. They come on a pick, and they have pink, white with pink, or white with blue. So I just grabbed the white with pink. No, for no reason really, other than, I don't know, I just grabbed it. So I am going to add that to the bottom. And like I said, my daughter-in-law saw something really similar to this. They actually used the egg wreath form, and it was really, really cute, but I couldn't find the egg wreath form here, so I decided to improvise and make it my own, and so that's what I did. So you have to let me know what you think about this one. I think it's really cute, and more importantly, so does my daughter-in-law. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. I am, as the moment I am doing this video, I am only 3 subscribers away from my 5,000 goal, so I'm sure by the time you see this video, I will have hit it. I plan on having a big giveaway for you guys as soon as I get back home, which should be in a couple of weeks. So make sure you're watching. I will let you know when that will be, and I am so excited and I am so grateful for all of you guys who have subscribed and supported my channel. It means the world to me, so thank you so much. So with all that being said, you guys have a great week. Please keep my son in your prayers. I appreciate it, and we will see you on Saturday, I think is my next one. Bye-bye.